Previously, we looked at the birth of the project, a vehicle for retired 80s synth pop pioneers OMD, a shop front for them to sell toxic candy to children, with visions of Bananarama meets manga. The reality's closer to Bewitched meets Asda, but the trio have a respectable run of early singles, although struggle to sell albums and almost get the chop. The track haul again saves their skin, but founder member Carrie leaves to pursue her celebrity relationship, followed by the brainchild of the group, Andy and Stewart, when the record label turns the screws for more ballads. It doesn't take long for it all to fall apart, despite a string of forgettable top 10 singles. And much like when Johnny Shentel replaced Kim Marsh in Hearsay, everyone remembers where they were when this bombshell dropped.
Right guys, we just wanted to say, let everyone know, set the record straight. We are taking a year's break so Natasha can spend some good quality time with Josh.
Natasha's the first of the strays on Heat to release her pheromones, encouraging her bodyguard to inseminate her. Things have been a bit tense amongst the girls, and she wants to walk away and enjoy family life, but they've convinced her to leave the door open, so they've got something to cling on to when funds get low, orchestrating a united front to debunk the reports of internal catfights. Desperate to leave it on a high, sees Jenny giving her best shopping channel sales pitch to flog us a crock of shit about them loving each other.
But we are not splitting up.
No. And we had to come here and say, because there has been some very strange stories in the press lately saying that we are having arguments.
Natasha's looking at Jenny, wondering who the hell she thinks she is. Jumped up makeup counter girl with a weak voice, getting an easy ride, acting like the queen bee. Well, I'm cutting off that honey bitch.
And as you can see, we're all sat here together, all fine, so that's not true.
Liz tries convincing us that there can't possibly be arguments as they're all together, having a laugh, whilst Natasha looks like she just wants to get back to bed.
But me and Lil are going to be doing some solo projects.
Jenny thinks she's going to get a solo deal, but Natasha's skeptical and tries to hide her grin. Liz confidently stares at the camera knowing that she's already got hers, and hoping that their hostage video is almost over.
Some other stuff, so we'll see you around, but you'll see Tash in a year.
Whilst the kittens lick their wounds, Carrie's roller coaster continues. Entering I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here and becoming the first queen of the jungle. Brian flies out to meet her, beaming like a Cheshire cat, declaring his love now that she's back in fashion, as she snaps up TV appearances and brand deals. But only a few months later, once the fairy dust's settled, he heads back down under and declares his love for Australian homewrecker Delta Goodrun, leaving Carrie to bring up their 2 kids. She finds herself spending more time with her mother, a chance to heal and raise the children around close family. The problem is, her mum's a vile scrounger with little mothering instinct. Pickled in vodka, cider and speed, she's seen more Jap's eyes than a Tokyo optician, slurring piss-head banter, jungle jugs bouncing off her spunk-splashed gunt. A childhood surrounded by addiction, violence and perversion, filling her young mind with filth, as she watches her mum cut her wrists over and over again. Tricked into taking speed aged 14 and taught how to give a blowjob using a carrot. Her mum sleeps with her boyfriend to prove that he isn't good enough for her. And it's alleged that social services tried to intervene regarding underage images, eventually taking action when she saw her mum being stabbed by a boyfriend and finally placed into foster care. 14 years too late. A local bus driver comes forward claiming to be her dad and wanting to reunite, but DNA proves it was a builder having an affair with her around the same time. When she left the group in 2001, she bought a house for her mum to live in, but despite having a home to lay around and fill her face with food and drink, plus being gifted the wedding rings that Brian had bought her, She sells a tell-all story to the News of the World for a couple of grand, calling Carrie every name under the sun, including an unfit parent. Then sells her wedding rings on eBay. So now estranged from her mother and married to her drug dealer, MTV embark upon a set of reality shows that follow her personal struggles, including the infamous This Morning incident, relationship with Mark Croft, and their 2 children, including their eventual divorce. Starting with Crazy in Love, Hall Again, What's the Problem, Coming Clean, and the next chapter. Here we see her trying to reintegrate her mother into the family, despite her betrayal and lack of remorse.
How much so? Carry on a minute on the pint glass here. That's okay, lover.
She sees that the spirits are flowing, so grabs herself a pint glass, telling her not to stop pouring. A little quarter pint to calm the nerves for the big family reunion. Even Mark's mum looks worried.
Cheers, love.
It's Coca-Cola.
Oh, and that's just...
Don't do that! Say sorry! You know I don't like that.
Stop pointing.
You know I don't like that. Apologise. No, you know I don't like that. Say sorry.
It's quickly apparent that she still doesn't have an ounce of respect for Carrie's boundaries, teasing her, looking at her with contempt and jealousy, but feeling in control as she knows where all of her buttons are.
Here we go then, a couple of party hats for you.
Carrie, smile! Bipolar day or something. Not polar bear day. Look at her.
Look at her, traumatised, never experienced security or loyalty, in the depths of the media's sewer, with cameras pointed in her face as she takes a shit, securing her financial stability by monetising her mental instability. And despite having endured this repulsive pig's influence, still made something of herself.
And she says, Heidi frowns. Me, no wrinkles, fucking full of him, no eye. You know what she did?
Still living in Carrie's house rent-free, living on the profits of selling her wedding rings and story to the News of the World, she angrily mocks her for being upset about it, suggesting that she's not strong enough to deal with life.
Look at all wrinkles in the forehead. Carrie, smile!
The weaker Carrie becomes, the more excited she gets. In her element, launching her vulgar attacks, hoping for a cheap laugh from the camera crew. She's almost finished her first pint of Smirnoff and Coke, if someone could top her up.
Look at them wrinkles. Fuck off. You know why she's mentally ill? Because she's got a mother who is happy, and she's a sad bastard.
The phlegmy cackle of her rawly cough vibrates her 4 chins as she projects her own sadistic instincts onto her daughter.
I've got mental issues because of you.
You've got what?
Mental issues.
I've got mental issues because of you. I was fine till you was born.
I think you have a really bad case of postnatal depression.
Carrie tries to make excuses for her in an attempt to de-escalate the situation, hoping that her mum will just give her a hug.
No, I think it was just you. Fucking Damien. You know what she did, my fucking daughter? Well, spin your head.
Do you understand now?
Look.
Why I'm mentally ill?
So whilst Carrie brings up her now 4 kids on MTV, the kitten's 1-year break that had nothing to do with them fighting turned into 4. Natasha now has her first child, and a new one by her new partner. She's been telling people about her first solo single, but failed to secure a record deal. Jenny signs with a model agency, and also enters I'm a Celebrity, finishing as runner-up, even managing to squeeze a baby in. She tries to release a solo single, but also fails to secure a deal. Liz does release a solo single, and scores a number 5, eventually deciding to enter the Eurovision Song Contest race, but loses out to Scooch. Her record label save a fortune by delaying the album for 3 years until the contract expires, and it never sees the light of day. So in 2008, they reform and release another single, a download-only affair since the label have low expectations. It scrapes in at number 70. Not long after this, Carrie's pictured snorting coke by a tabloid and finally loses her Iceland contract, despite them sticking by her on previous occasions. Natasha has another baby with another new partner and makes the move into theatre, whilst Jenny becomes a TV presenter and attempts to secure a solo deal, but fails. After failing to secure a new deal, Liz also moves into theatre. Natasha does eventually get her single released, and it flops, putting an end to any album plans. With the kittens back on ice, we catch up with Carrie, who after years of trying to get the green light on a psychological evaluation, is finally able to enter the celebrity Big Brother house, where she actually gives a decent account of herself. She's been bigger than Atomic Kitten for years now, having opened up her entire life for public consumption. A car crash that the girls have been grateful to dodge, but an unmissable opportunity's arisen, and it looks like they might just need her help to secure that payday. Peace and love.